Good morning, everyone. Wanted to jump on and give you an update on how the roads are looking this morning. We're in front of Lake Dallas High School on Park Ridge, and there's a good set of ruts going towards Teasley 2181 and then back towards Meadowview. Temperature outside our vehicle says it's 35. Just a little bit ago it was 33, so it is above freezing. People's driveways and the sidewalks are still slick and just almost impossible to walk on. Traffic seems to be moving on 2181 really well. We should stay around 33 to 35 degrees in Denton County today. There should be quite a bit of melting that happens. But I think we're going to get to the 27 to 28 degrees tonight. And with the ground as cold as it is, with all this ice on it, there will be some refreezing happens overnight. How bad will it be? It all depends on how much of this moisture gets evaporated and whipped off of the roads. As you can tell, 2181's in pretty good shape. The right-hand lanes are 80% clear, and the far left-hand lane, which we're in now, is in good shape. We're heading east on Teasley 2181 towards 35. Things are getting back to normal. Chicken Express in Corinth's open. Aldi's open. Gente's is open. Clean and Green Car Wash is closed, but once they do open, they're going to have a really good business for several days. Walgreens is open again. Yesterday, Sonic was closed. I believe, yeah, they're open. Wells Fargo is open. We know Whataburger's going to be open. The parking lot in Albertsons looks wet, but it looks like they've done a good job of keeping the ice off. We haven't been up to Mayhill Road yet. We'll head up there once we get on 35. Chick-fil-A in Corinth is closed. Not sure about Taco Bell. There's some cars there. Maybe they're open. Jack in the Box is open. Denny's is open. Luann, how's Starbucks look? Surely McDonald's is open. I'm not sure about Starbucks. Most important, one of my favorite places to eat, Panda Express. We'll see if they're open. We need to get them to sponsor us because we give them so much business. Chipotle's open. Arby's looks to be open. Not sure about Panda. They may be waiting to open later in the day. Whoa, you said a piece of ice. Well, the service road on 35 northbound is in good shape. And the way traffic is moving on 35, it looks to be. Yeah, 35. 35 looks to be good shape. Just wet. If you do get out and about, you will need to make sure your windshield wipers are in good shape. Uh-oh, somebody spun out. You see that? Yeah. So the road, just when you think that they're in pretty good shape, you see a car that should be facing north, facing south. I didn't bring the scanner, but surely somebody's called in either the county or Corinth police to come shut the lane down so that this person can get back heading in the right direction. Didn't look like there was any damage. I don't think he hit the wall. Corinth Parkway still looks slick. There are some ruts, but yeah, I think you're right about the refreezing. That's going to be the key, because if it gets down to 27, 28 tonight, then again the ground is so cold from having this ice on it for 3 days, this will refreeze. And there's still enough water here on 35 that if it did get down this cold, and the traffic obviously after it gets dark tonight will be less traffic. And again, you can see the left-hand lane is still got quite a bit of ice on it. And in front of Bill Utter Ford on the service road, it still looks slick, doesn't it? And going up the service road up to Post Oak, that still looks pretty slick. There's not any traffic on there. Yesterday we were in a front wheel drive vehicle. We're in a pickup today. So I'm going to try to stay away from any hills. Okay. Okay, we're exiting Mayhill Road, 35. There's one good set of ruts, but you can tell there's a lot of water. Now the service road looks much better. Well, to drive from Denton to Dallas, obviously, if you could wait till, noon to 3-ish, that would probably be the best time. I don't think traffic's going to be anywhere close to normal. Okay, we're at State School in Mayhill, 35. We're going to turn east on Mayhill for a quick trip. Mayhill looks in good shape. There's a complete clear lane on both sides of the road. And we are forecasted to get some more rain later this afternoon in the evening, and there could be some snow mixed in. No accumulations is expected. Now we're on Colorado, heading north. Again, it's in good shape. Just got to take it slow. Okay, we're at Colorado and Brinker. Brinker looks to be in really good shape, just wet. Be careful, people. Wow, hope they do okay. All right, we're at Colorado and Loop 288. Okay, 288 looks good in both directions. Just wet. Looks like the majority of the businesses here at Brinker and the Loop are open. Except Chick-fil-A is closed. Raising Cane's is open. Yeah, Lucy, I saw earlier, I guess it was probably 9 o'clock this morning, someone had went across the toll bridge from Lake Dallas to Little Elm, and they said they didn't have any problems. So from Lake Dallas to Little Elm, I think the road will be okay. I haven't been over that in that area, but if it's like the tollway authority usually does a good job of contracting out to keep their roads in pretty good shape. If you do have some things to do today, get them done before I'd say 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, because even though I think rush hour in the Metroplex won't be anywhere close to the normal Thursday rush hour, I think there is a lot more traffic out today than there was this time yesterday. And even though it should stay cloudy most of the day, there will be some radiation or heating to help the melting like yesterday. But again, we should get some more rain showers this afternoon into the early evening. And then I think it drops down to like 30%. We're at Loop 288 in McKinney. We're going to go check out 380 and see how 380 is. Just, if you do have to get out today, give yourself plenty of time. Stay on main freeways, interstates, because the secondary roads, the neighborhood roads, they're still slick. And again, be careful in your driveways, in your apartment parking lots, sidewalks. There's been quite a few slip and falls over the last couple of days with people trying to get out and slipping and falling, trying to get to their vehicles. And our yard was worse this morning than it was yesterday. But just go slow, give yourself plenty of time, allow plenty of room between you and the other cars. Make sure your windshield wipers are in good shape. Make sure you have enough windshield wiper fluid, because you will be needing to clean your windshield for the next couple of days, because there'll be a lot of moisture to be whipped up. We're exiting 380 off of Loop 288. We do appreciate all the people over the last few days following our Facebook page, following our YouTube channel. We're going to head east on 380. 380 looks really good, just wet in both directions. Just a little bit of ice and sludge on the left-hand lanes.
Assistant coaches, the surely fake named Andrew Brunette, is an idiot. Hold on, why is it not a Brunette? What is this? Here's what's crazy. What if he's a redhead? You know, like that just throw you off. See, I have worked with Mike too long, but I'm like, one thing can't be the other thing. It's like, there's nobody named Steve Road.
Yeah, if we all had Jeeps, we wouldn't have any problems. It's 32 degrees here in North Denton. I mean, 380 looks okay, but there are patches of ice still in the lanes. The far right lane looks to be the best lane, and then the middle lane, which we're in, has a little bit of ice every once in a while, and then the left-hand lane has a little bit more ice than the other two. I guess that truck has somewhere to be. We'll stay on 380 and then get to 720 and then take 720 down to El Dorado, and then we'll cross the toll bridge back into the Lake Cities. Lucy, I'm sure you probably didn't have any problem getting around with your Jeep. You can tell that bridge that we just crossed over was had a lot of ice on it. Bridges and overpasses are still, they still have quite a bit of ice and sleet built up on them. You can tell all the moisture that semi is whipping off the road. We're at 380 and Fish Trap. The overpass to 377 north towards Pilot Point, that Jeep that was just beside us, they're going up on there now, and they really slowed down. So the bridges and overpasses are still, I wouldn't say they're hazardous, but they are slippery, and there's a lot of water on them. We're at 380 in Naylor. So 380 through Crossroads again. Both directions passable.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Granger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access.
Yeah, most of the parking lots are still in really bad shape.
Or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
The Chick-fil-A and Crossroads is open. Okay, we're on 720 headed south. And 720 is a main road, and you can see how much ice is still on 720. I just think it's going to be, I don't think a road like 720 is going to completely thaw before nighttime. It'll be interesting to see what the school districts do for tomorrow, because the neighborhood streets where the buses run, I don't know if they're going to be in better shape than they've been Tuesday, Wednesday, and this morning. But yeah, on 720, there's just one good lane, this very left-hand lane that people's using. You can tell by looking to the right-hand lane, there's still a lot of ice. I hope El Dorado is better than 720. Well, I'm not an officer. I am a gentleman, but not an officer. Okay, 720's gotten a little bit better. just when you get your courage up and feel good about driving, you come up on a road like this. Yeah, I'm with you. What's one more day of keeping the school districts closed on Friday? But I understand that I don't think they count days anymore. I think they count minutes of school. Yeah. So I understand that the districts have to put in so much time. But since they've already missed 4 days this week, I'm sure that the TEA will grant some waivers. And I understand that most districts have a couple of days built in, so they may lose a couple of 3 and 4 day weekends later in the spring. But yeah, I wouldn't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and run a bus route. Okay, we're at McCormick in 720. A little bit better. There's just a lot of moisture on the streets. There's going to be some potholes that pop up after this. Yeah, 720 is slushy. It really is. And Melanie, you're right about the neighborhood streets. We can tell just off of 720, looking into these neighborhoods, that the streets are still covered with ice. Oh, peacefully insured. And I understand the groundhog up in Pennsylvania predicts 6 more weeks of winter. Never quite understood the groundhog day. We're about a mile from El Dorado in 720, and we'll turn on, head west on El Dorado and cross the toll bridge. And I haven't been across it. I've seen some reports that it's in good shape. And as much money as that bridge generates in revenue, I would keep it clear too. y'all that was around before the toll bridge, take 45 minutes to get from the Lake Cities to Little Elm, and now 10 minutes. And what's been really good about it is, Little Elm Fire and Rescue, they'll come over to Lake Cities on mutual aid calls, and then Lake Cities will come over here on mutual aid calls. So from that standpoint, it's been very, very beneficial. And I'm sure it has saved people some driving time. I just don't know if the engineers that built out the road expected Swisher and 35 to be so busy, because in the mornings from about 6:30 to 8, it'll be backed up from 35 to North Shady Shores Road. Hey, El Dorado looks in better shape than 720 was. We're about to go by Jerry Walker Middle School. I think we just had the 5-year anniversary of Detective Walker losing his life on duty over here in Little Elm. I think it was 5 years. I know it was mid-January. Familiar with Hackberry? Is that off of El Dorado? But El Dorado's in better shape than 720 was. Both lanes in both directions is passable. El Dorado through Little Elm over into Frisco area. If it's any condition that this, and we're probably a half a mile from the toll bridge, it should be in good shape. Wow, this new Exxon they built here in Little Elm by the toll bridge, 10 cents a gallon cheaper than the gas at Swisher at 35. But by the time you pay the toll, won't be saving any money. Okay, the toll bridge looks in really good shape. Yeah, the toll bridge is the best road we've been on today. It's in better shape than 35. Water looks cold. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Witt Road is like. I cut through there quite often. Well, the roads are better today than they were this time yesterday. It'll all depend on how much of the ice melts rest of today, and if it gets down to 27, 28 degrees, there will be some refreezing overnight, and in the morning could be rough. So all you school administrators out there, come on. One more snow day is not going to hurt. If y'all been following us for a while, you know that we was born and raised in southeastern Oklahoma, and I remember going to school and we listened to KNED out of McAllister to find out if our school was going to be closed. And me and my brother and sister used to just, that was a big deal. When the schools were closed. And we only got 2 TV stations out of Ada and Sherman. Didn't have anything called the internet. I don't know what we did. I guess we just played with our toys, and life was simpler back then. But yeah, I can just remember waiting to hear whether Kiowa schools were closed or not. Okay, we're coming up on Swisher and 35. Swisher's in good shape. Yeah, I think that's the way they should determine if the roads are too bad for school buses. Have the bus drivers. I read on Pilot Point's ISD page that they're having a call with, I think it was the Denton County Emergency Management at 2 o'clock today. So I haven't logged into the National Weather Service chat to see what the National Weather Service is saying about. Most school districts have someone that can access the chat, and they'll ask questions. And we're really lucky to live where we do because the National Weather Service meteorologists in Fort Worth are so good. The ones in Norman are really good. meteorologist in charge that used to be in Fort Worth. He's now over in Little Rock. So I'm kind of biased because he does such a good job over in Little Rock. With the warning coordinator for Fort Worth National Weather Service, she does an outstanding job. Okay, well, hopefully this has helped someone. If you got to get out today, if you could wait a little bit longer, I think the longer you can wait, the better off you are until about 3 or 4 o'clock. So between now and 3 will probably be the best time to get out. Once the sun goes down, if the temperature does get to 27, 28, it says it's 32 here in Corinth right now. Still a lot of ice on the roads. The secondary roads, the neighborhood roads are still slick and hazardous. The bridges and the overpasses that we went through still has quite a bit of ice on them. Passable, just slow down. And if anyone hears about school districts throughout Denton County today, if you could post it for all of us to see, I know we all appreciate it. So I hope everyone, if you are staying home, have a great afternoon. If you do have to get out, please be careful. And I'll talk to you soon.